What's happening, everybody? Sci-Fighter here, and we're just checking in. Got back from work. Was expecting to do some overtime, so I got a little bit of a nap in today. Sorry there wasn't a stream earlier. But, yet there was nothing. Nothing. So, I'm here. A little bit of time on my hands before I sleep, so we're gonna check in on our prison. It's been a little bit, been building it up, so I figured I'd kind of see the layout that we're going for. We're actually about to sell this, and I haven't sold one yet, so that's why I kind of wanted to show everybody what's going on. So I kind of like how I've got this laid out. Got my entrance for the visitors. It seems to work okay. Sometimes they come in this way. Trying to figure out how to make them come in and exit through here. That's still a work in progress, but I think this seems to work pretty well. Having the inmates taken up here into the holding, and then taken out, put in their cell, at the minimum down here. I finally, in all the other prisons, usually something bad would happen, because I turn on the events and gangs and things, on all of them that we do. Like, there's been huge fires, huge riots, things like that, that just set me so far behind. This time I actually expanded. Got medium normal, I think is what it is. Up here, normal security, and then I've got high security. I don't take any new inmates of high security. That's more for people that are getting in trouble and moving up the ranks, and so that's why it's so small. But yeah, I think when you first start out, I had to make them work. We had a couple deaths. I think there was like an officer and two. But and a couple escapes. Still trying to figure out exactly the best way for prevent escapes. So far the best way is if I can catch it in time and I find the guy, I just spawn 2 new staff members down here to catch him. But so I keep expanding the fence as much as I can. But ultimately, of course, the perimeter wall is probably the way to go. Or I've also heard that just making a structure, like foundation, and just making that too thick or something, they just don't get through it. Because it's a building. Now your whole thing is surrounded by one big square building. So, I don't know. Maybe. Let's see here. So, my classroom where we're getting some people finally educated. I heard the first guy passed the gen ed class, and so got 40 grand for that. Laundry, which isn't staffed too well. It's down here in the medium security area. I kind of want to have my place where workers work, other than the kitchen, which is, this is shared by everybody, right? So they all eat at different times. These guys eat at one time, then these guys come in and eat. And then high security, I just left them their own kitchen, and I think that's actually good. They don't interact with anybody, so I like that. It's not necessarily the PC level, but it's basically making them that way, except they get to interact with each other, I guess. Let's see what else. Everything seems to be going well. I got metal detectors where they, in the highest places they might get something. Kitchen, workshop, or bring it from their unit. Let's see. And then I figured out too that I had this big section cordoned off for parole, but the parole people only see one person per room. So I was like, why aren't they using any of the other tables? Got all these people waiting for parole. And then I made another big room, but big enough for like 3 tables, right? So this was one big room at first, and then only one group came in. So it's like, oh, okay, what if I cordon it off? Because I made it was like an experiment. I made it sure it was big enough to make 5 different parole rooms if I needed to. So that's how that works. Okay. So I figured that out. I want to have a solitary for each security level, because not always do they go up. I haven't done much with policy. I upgraded it, but I haven't changed anything. So we'll go through on our actual prison, which we might start here in a second and figure out what we want to make people go up for, go max for, how long they're there, which, you know, this is of course hours, which in the real world, as somebody that works in a place not this similar to this, hours is ridiculous. You're talking days to weeks. Let's see. More indefinite, depending on the offenses and who in the history. The forestry thing in the workshop has been okay. It's made me some money, but I know that there's like beds and things you can make. I don't know how to do that yet. All this has been experimented with. Like I've seen some YouTube videos and stuff, but I haven't like committed anything to memory. Having different cell qualities has shown to be good. So I've got the really basic cells for most people, and then I've got some nicer cells, because there's some guys that cannot actually be placed in the nicer cells, and I want to incentivize good behavior, right? So yeah, there's some nice cells if you become good enough. And I might even make a third, like, bigger cell, because when you look at, I think it's intelligence? No. It's room quality. Right, this meets a bunch of criteria that these ones just don't. Like, this meets the room size, and that is it. All you got. And here you got a shower, you got a radio. There's other things we could add too. Let's see. I think that's most of it. I've got these common rooms that I kind of like, but they haven't done anything with the library. So I'm guessing that that has to be its own room. It didn't say it had to be, so I didn't make it. But nobody's done anything with it. The pool table is kind of weird, because like you need it to make for the grant, but then I've never seen anybody play pool, which is a shame. I like playing pool. I have my own pool table, a little small, but gets the job done. Also, the psychologist office, I had it over here. Right, there's a guy right there. Then I was noticing that they were taking inmates all the way around. I actually had some escapes out here while they were escorting, so that's when the fence started up. And to have a meeting in his office, because he does meetings in his office. I was like, oh, well, maybe I need to move this down here. So I hired another one and put him down there. But he also leads things in the common room. Let's see. That's the bulk of it. Shower room. Instead of doing showers, one in the dorms, although the nicer ones have it, I put it in the yard. And that's one, made not everybody stack up here, because they use the yard time for showering. And some bathrooms. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why they all corral at the door, and they don't utilize all the stuff all the time. I mean, it's based on their needs, so if they don't have any pressing needs, then they don't work on it, but they all just sit here. Most of them. Let's see. Kitchen's worked fine, so I like that. Could be a little bit bigger for a bigger canteen. Staff room, I tried making like really nice in some previous attempts, but apparently they just stand in here. I've never seen them do anything at all. So it's more of like just because. I don't need to spend money just because. I figured out how power stations work, like separate power stations. I tried hooking up a second one here at first to like just share the load, but you actually have to have them operating different areas of the facility. So this one operates just. I actually disassembled this because right at the end I was capped out. Couldn't add anything, and I wanted to add some CCTV monitors right here. It was a grant, so it was free money I had to get. So I figured out, oh, if I just cut that power line there, cut this power line here, then this one can power it up here, and that worked. If you have them trying to power the same thing, they just both shut off. It's dumb. Oh well. I've had some escapes because I've got big pipes running through. Not the most sure how to avoid that. I don't know. Guess I can make smaller chunks of cells, so that way the pipes can just sit outside in more of a larger hallway or common area, and then feed into it. I also need to find ways to detect tunnels before they're escaping, because that's when I find out. Oh. Yeah, that's about it. So it turns out I only need 4 offices over here. Psychologists can kind of be in here. I can make separate ones for each wing. I kind of want to have separate everything for everybody. Right now, like, my only medical was here, so I had to add one up here because I had some guys that got in a big fight, went to max, so they couldn't come down here because this is minimum only. So I just built one here for both security levels. Yeah, everything, and that's worked well. Put my armory and stuff here for people to respond for things kind of in the middle of everything. So I want that. Um, That's it, man. All I got, guys. Come up with so far. But now, get to the part that I haven't done at all, and we go to evaluation. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. 490 grand. This. I think you start off the game with like 50,000 or something like that. So we're gonna start off the next one with 190 plus all those basic grants. And I will own 100%. I don't have any loans anymore. Or curious though, like these advances. Do I get to keep that cash? Give me these advances. Alright, so that's 10,000. Oh, that doesn't have one. 10,000, so 20,000. So we'll see if I get 60,000 or 80 in addition to 10. Not sure why that went up, but I'll take it. Oh, that might include my money? Find out. Sell. Oh, great new. I haven't really had any issue with Warden. Friends in high places make sure easy to control prisoners, blah blah blah. That's no fun. Stoical for this, press twice as quickly. Meh. Ooh. That would be. And that would be another thing, is I think the dogs uncover them, but I don't have a lot of dog patrols going on. I mostly have them by in the yard and going into the canteen, because that's where everybody filters through at some point, so I get to check everybody. Mostly for contraband. If I could make some for tunnels, good. So that might be the way we go. Pacifier. Yeah, and she makes money off contraband. That's not necessarily legal, but okay. Let's go periwinkle. Alright, we want gangs, vents, more escape options. I'll climb over walls, things like that. Okay, so not just tunnels. Be interesting. We'll be sacked and oh yeah. Shh. Not gonna happen. Oh, shoot, was this a small one? Crap. This is a small one. Oh well. Just make more money, I guess. So I can't sell at this point. So let's pause. Plan it out. Yep. Yeah, it's small. Actually, can I just load? Sell it again? Get this money. Get that money. 510. Sell. Periwinkle. Gangs. Events. Events is cool. It's like, oh, suddenly there's a fire. There was one where it was like, we want more free time, the prisoners. So I had to give them a bunch of free time for like, it's like 120 hours or something straight. And I almost got it, and then I messed with it a little bit because I was trying to make class schedules for them to go to classroom. That messed it up, and then it reset. Bad. Escape plans. And change that this time. Alright, cool. Boom. Alright, there's all my worker bees. Let's plan it out. So 80 is now the middle. Yeah. So 80 right. Cool. So we want the same kind of thing. I like how that down. Now we can afford more of it once. So visitors don't need a whole. Spot for the holding room. We'll make it a little bit bigger this time around too. More guys coming in at the same time. Okay. So they come in. Offices don't need to be here, but seven I think is 5 by 5. 5, yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I want hallway. Oops. Okay. Okay, there's that. Just that, actually. Move the garbage zone. Or I could put them all on one side. Might be better. 7 away. And we just visit this time, we'll have pearls separate. Okay, and this time I think it's good to have it wide enough for 2 doors. One will be entrance, one will be exit. That way I can mark everything appropriately. Okay, deliveries. Garbage is, I guess, fine. Exports. Add up. Size 1 by 3. Okay. Planning. So, want a staff hallway here. Kitchen area. Have, getting ahead of myself. These guys need to come out into their housing area. Okay. Minimum security. Okay. Let's take a look. This can move. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see what so we want to have a nice big area here. Whatever wall we're gonna make. Okay. There's that. Back to what we're doing. Let's see here. I think we'll start fully fleshed out. Closed. Okay. Visitation can be. I want to say. Is it tape? It's 2 by 3 looks like. Let's make sure that we're getting all that done. Three. That's one table. Now that I don't have to share this with Parole. Pretty big for just visits. Because you do run into that, like, oh, all these people are waiting. You can accommodate, keeps them docile, it's fine. So that's what, 5 there, 4, 20? That's not bad. Although it went moving. Okay. So then I can get this. You'll just have a little more room to walk around in. And we want to try to be a little bit more symmetrical. The first, first prison is like, who cares? This one, be a little more permanent. And my camera decided that was it. Hold on a second. Nope. Alright, we might call it there then. Alright, well. Try one more time. Disconnect. Go to the prep screen. Nope. Alright, well. Come on, camera. Come on, buddy. Disable. It just doesn't want to connect. Okay, well. Plan this out just a bit more. It's one of the things about the game, it's kind of addicting. Okay, so what could we do this? This could be their yard. Into the issue where it's a bit too much room to do anything too serious. Be a big classroom for minimum. That's not bad. Although we could even make it a parole section too. Paroles have to be 5 by 5 though. Parole 5 by 5. Planning. I mean, it makes sense to have it near visit, right? 5. Oops. Second office 7x7. Seven. Okay. There's 3. Those I can move this up a bit more. We have 6 pro rooms. Pretty good, I feel. What do I do with that dead space, though? Let's back wall up a bit. Get more. Nicey. Nicey nice. Unit here. Okay. These could be cells. And I'm also trying to think where before. So I'm trying to think too, how big is too big for the pipes, right? If I want to have pipes running down, I want to be far enough outside the rooms, but, you know, not so far that it can't hit all the showers and toilets and things. What we do is something like this. This seems like a small enough area that small pipes running through hit everything. Yeah. Have our crappy rooms in the front. Okay. This will be a pipe. It's 2 spaces away. I think that's fine. Ice rooms, which I think was something by 11. Isn't that small? 7? 2, 3, 2, 2. Yeah. That was it. So what is that? 5 by 11. That should also work to branch off. I know. No, not no. Here. Okay. Is that comparable to these? And then we can have things like our common room area. Let's see, what do we want? Need things like a chapel. There can also be things building up here. So we can walk. Need classroom. We need laundry. We need library apparently. Things that they can do on their free time. And classes and things. We need mail room. Super big. Rec yard. Keep separately. I don't know what else disconnected because the camera's already down. I don't know, but that's the kind of general idea we're going for. We'll have a kitchen in here. Right? Fairly large. And then that'll connect straight to a canteen. Right, fairly large. We'll put normal up here maybe. This is minimum. Maximum maybe over here. I don't know if we'll get to an execution chamber, but so yeah, it's kind of what we're thinking at the moment. I can do things like storage over here in this weird shaped area. That way I'm not burning any space. I can make a power generator down here. Make a power generator up top. Same with water, but it's not as super important either. Let's see. I want their own minimum medical area. Sure, exactly. What else do I want? Minimum only. This might be the rec yard area. Cleaning closet. Kind of just want to have everything self-sufficient, so that way I'm not mixing custody loans. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going for, and be cleaned up a bit now that we have more money to do things with. So yeah. Anyways, this was just kind of checking in because I don't stream everything I'm doing with Prison Architect, as we focus on the other games. But I don't want to show my thoughts on what we're doing so far. You know, from somebody that does this kind of stuff. So yeah, that's where we're at. Alright guys, well, that's it for me for tonight. I gotta hit the sack. But we'll catch you guys next time. Easy. Sci-Fighter out.